are you?
Why, who are you who asks this question?
Come gather round me, and I'll tell you. A wandering minstrel, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and drinking me lullaby. My current alone is gone to every passion raging, and to your humors changing. I tune myself a song. I tune myself a song. Are you in sentimental mood? I'll sigh with you. On ribbons gone as do you. I'll do so too. Sorrow. I'll charm your wings with songs of lovers' fears. One sympathetic tear is my cheerful cheer. Patriotic sentiment is wanted. Patriotic ballads cut and dried. For wherever our country's banners may be planted, all our local governors are behind. Our warriors in serried ranks are settled. Never well they can sing it if they could. And I shouldn't be surprised if passions come. And his arm around her waist. And the captain off we go, as the fiddler swings us round. To the opening ho and around the open, off to the homeward bound. To the opening ho, and around the
What's maybe your business with Yum Yum?
I'll tell you. A year ago, I was a member of the Art School band. It was my duty to take the cap around for contributions. Whilst starting this delicate office, I saw Yum Yum. We loved each other at once, but she was betrothed to a guy named Coco, a cheap tailor, and I saw that my suit was hopeless. Overwhelmed with despair, I quitted the town. Judge of my delight when I heard a month ago that Coco had been condemned to death for flirting. I hurried back at once in hope of finding Yum Yum at liberty to listen to my protestations.
It is true that Coco was condemned to death for flirting, but he was reprieved at the last moment and raised to the exalted rank of Lord High Executioner under the following remarkable circumstances. Up in Mikado, virtuous man when he to rule our land began, we sought to try a plan whereby young men might best be steady. So he decreed in words succinct that all who floated lead or weak, unless God knew reality, should forthwith be beheaded, 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 forthwith be beheaded. And I expect you'll all agree that he was right to so decree, and I am right and you are right, and all is right as can be.
And you are right and we are right, and all is right as right can be. And all is right as right can be. All is right can be.
This stern decree you'll understand caused great dismay throughout the land, for young and old and shy and bold were equally affected. The youth who winked a roving eye, or silent non-connubial side, was thereupon condemned to die. Usually objected, usually objected. And you'll know as I expect that he was right to so object, and I'm right and you are right, and everything is quite correct.
And you are right and we are right, and everything is quite correct. And everything is quite correct. All is right correct.
And so we straight let out on bail a convict from the county jail, whose head was next on some pretext condemned to be blown off, and made him headsman for we said, whose next to be decapitated, and not cut up another sentence to his country's own law, his own law, his own law, to his country's own law. And we are right, I think you said, to argue in this kind of way, and I am right and you are right, and all is right to hooray.
And you are right and we are right, and all is right to hooray.
And I am right and you are right, and all is right.
Mikado, the chief tailor, Lord High Executioner of the... Why, that's the highest rank a citizen can attain.
It is. Our logical Mikado see no moral difference between the dignified judge who condemns a criminal to die and the industrious mechanic who carries out the sentence has rolled the two officers into one. And every judge is now his own executioner.
But how good of you, for I see that you're a nobleman of the highest rank, to condescend to tell all this to me, a mere strolling minstrel.
Don't mention it. I'm in point of fact a particularly haughty and exclusive type of person, of pre-Adamite ancestral descent. You will understand this when I tell you I can trace my ancestry back to a protoplasmal primordial atomic block. Consequently, my family pride is something inconceivable. I can't help it. I was born sneering. But I struggle hard to overcome this defect. I mortify my pride continually. When all the great officers of state resigned in a body because they were too proud to serve under an ex-tailor, did I not unhesitatingly accept all their posts at once?
And the salaries attached to them, you did.
It is consequently my degrading duty to serve this upstart as First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chief Justice, Lord High Admiral, Commander-in-Chief, Archbishop of Titipu, and Lord Mayor, both acting and elect, all rolled into one. And at a salary, a puma paid for his services? I, a salaried minion? But I do it. It revolts me, but I do it.
And it does you credit.
But I don't stop at that. I go and dine with middle-class people on reasonable terms. I dance at cheap suburban parties for a moderate fee. I accept refreshment at any hand, however lowly. I also retail state secrets at a very low fee. For instance, any further information about Yum Yum would come under the heading of a state secret. Another insult, and I think a light one. Young man is fair, likewise will do. Young the fair, you must not woo. It will not do. I'm sorry for you. You very perfect ablutioner. This very day from school, Yum Yum went away and home would come with beat or drum and a rum-tum-tum to wed the Lord High Executioner. And the brass will crash and the trumpets break and they'll cut a dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as all over with the Lord High Executioner. And the brass will crash and the trumpets break and they'll cut a dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as all over with the Lord High Executioner. It's a hopeless case, as you may see, and in your place away I'd flee. But don't blame me, I'm sorry to be of your pleasure a diminutioner. They'll bow their pact extremely soon. In point of fact, this afternoon, we're honeymoon with that honeymoon that then commences, so you should know. And the brass will crash and the trumpets break and they'll cut a dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as all over with the Lord High Executioner. And the brass will crash and the trumpets break and they'll cut a dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as all over with the Lord High Executioner. The fact appears to be as you've recited. But here he comes, equipped as suits his station. He'll give you any further information.
spring gale. And for someone's in trances, to a height that you can scale. Save along weary dancers, going out of there. And such circumstances, so adventurous tales, which they like to most romances. Taken from the county jail, liberated in on bail, showing a higher man, so adventurous a tale. Keep on, to the Lord, my executioner. Keep on, to the Lord, to the Lord, my executioner. Bow down, bow down, to the Lord, my executioner. Keep on, to the Lord,
Gentlemen, I'm much touched by this reception. I can only trust that by strict attention to duty, I can ensure a continuance of those favours which it will ever be my duty to deserve. If I should ever be called upon to act professionally, I was to think that I should have no difficulty whatsoever finding plenty of people whose lots would be distinct gain to society at large. As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list, of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed, There's the pestilential nuisances who write for autographs, or people who have flabby hands and irritating laughs, or children who are experts now at solving Rubik's Cube, and ridicule your best attempts with comments which are rude, and Carlton Ross reporters, television journalists, they none of them be missed, He's got them on the list, and then none of them be missed, and none of them be missed. There is a country western singer and the others of his race, and Mr. Langford Smith, I've got him on the list. People who eat garlic bread and puff it in your face, they never would be missed, and the idiot who purchased a computer on his own and reproduces figures which are better left alone, and headmistresses who won't allow any circumstance a little bit of fun or even jelly at a dance. TAS Musicals, terrorists, and I'm sure they'd not be missed. He's got her on the list, and I'm told she'll be missed, I'm sure she won't be missed. And the leader of the Nationals, who always will remain a coalitionist, I've got him on the list, and the leader of the Liberals, now what's his name again? They said he'd not be missed, Peacock said he'd not be missed. And then there's our Prime Minister, who's everybody's pal. He wants to be the centre of a bicentennial. And then a man from Queensland to upset the status quo. I think that you can guess his name, it rhymes with Tokyo. But it really doesn't matter who you put up on the list, for they none of them be missed. You may put them on the list, you may put them on the list, and then none of them be missed, and none of them be missed.
Oh, Pooh-Bah! It seems that the festivities in relation to my oncoming marriage must last a week. I should like to do them handsomely, and I want to consult you on how much I ought to spend upon them.
Certainly. In which of my capacities, as First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chief Justice, Lord High Admiral, Privy Purse, or Private Secretary?
Well, suppose we say it's private secretary.
Speaking as your private secretary, I should say, as the city will have to pay for it, don't stint yourself, do it well.
Exactly. As the city will have to pay for it, that's your advice.
As private secretary, of course you will understand that as Chancellor of the Exchequer, I am bound to see that due economy is observed.
Oh, but you said just now, don't stint yourself, do it well.
As private secretary,
Well, and now you say that due economy must be observed.
as Chancellor of the Exchequer,
Oh. Well, come over here where the Chancellor can't hear us. Now, as my private solicitor, how do you propose that I deal with this difficulty?
Well, as your private solicitor, I should have no hesitation in saying, chance it.
Thank you. I will.
if it were not that, as Lord Chief Justice, I am bound to see that the law isn't violated.
Oh, I see. Well, come over here where the Chief Justice can't do it. As, First Lord of the Treasury.
As First Lord of the Treasury, I could propose a special vote that would cover all expenses. But then as leader of the opposition, I would have to resist it tooth and nail. But as Paymaster General, I could so cook the accounts that they should never discover the fraud. But then as Archbishop of Titipu, it would be my duty to denounce my dishonesty and give myself into my own custody as First Commissioner of Police.
Well, that's extremely awkward.
I don't say that all these distinguished people couldn't be swayed, but it is right to tell you that they wouldn't be sufficiently degraded in their own estimation unless they were insulted with a very considerable pride.
The matter shall have my careful consideration. Ah, but my bride and her sisters approaching. Any little compliment on your part, such as an abject groan, any characteristic Japanese attitude for these things, a favour.
No money, no grog.
last. How bright it is to be.
You're not going to kiss me before all these people, are you?
Well, that was the idea.
It seems rather odd, doesn't it? It's rather peculiar. I expect it's all right. Must have a beginning, you know. Sorry about these things, but I have no objection if it is usual.
Oh, it's quite usual. Hey, headmistress.
I have known it done.
I beg your pardon, will you present me? And one at a time, if you please.
If you please, this is the gentleman who used to play so beautifully in the TAS band. Yes, I think that was the name of the instrument.
Sir, I've the misfortune to love your ward, Yum Yum. Oh, I know I deserve your anger.
Anger? Oh, not a bit, my boy. Love myself. Quite a charming little girl. Nice hair, pretty eyes. Quite a taking little thing altogether. In fact, I'm quite happy to hear my opinion backed by a competent authority. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Take him away.
I beg your pardon. What's your business? Customer trouble trial?
That is a tremendous swell.
Go away, little girls! Go away! Can't talk to little girls like you. There's this.
Poobah, allow me to present you. These are my 3 wards. The one in the middle is my violet.
What do you want me to do with them? Mind, I will not kiss them.
I know you shan't kiss them, or bow me, nothing you didn't mean to.
It goes against the grain. They are not young ladies, they are young persons.
Oh, come, make an effort.
Well, I shan't mean it. How do you do, little girls? How do you do? I see nothing to laugh at. It's very hard for me to say, how do you do, little girls, how do you do? I'm not in the habit of saying, how do you do, little girls, how do you do? To anyone under the rank of a headmistress.
Don't laugh at him. He can't help it, you know. He's under treatment for it. Never mind them. They don't know the delicacy of your situation.
We know how delicate it is, don't we?
I should say we did. How a nobleman of your importance ever managed to do it is something I never can and never shall understand.
Show too much respect towards highly titled few, but nobody does, and why should you? That you that I should have its fling is hard on us, while prerogative we cling. So pardon us, we're inclined to dance and sing tra la 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 la, 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 tra la 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 la, tra la 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 la, tra la 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 la. last we were alone, I sought united there for 3 weeks in the belief that Mikado was beheaded. And now I find that you're about to be married to him this afternoon.
Alas, yes.
But you do not love him.
Alas, no.
Modified rapture. But why do you not refuse him?
What would prevent him? He is my guardian. He wouldn't let me marry you.
But I would wait until you were of age.
You forget that in Japan girls must arrive at years of discretion until they are 50.
True, from 17 to 49 are considered years of indiscretion.
Besides, a wandering minstrel who plays a wind instrument outside tea houses is hardly a fitting husband to the ward of a Lord High Executioner.
But, shall I tell her? Shall I tell her? Shall I tell her? Yes! What if it should prove that, after all, I am no musician?
Then I was certain of it directly when I heard you play.
What if it should prove that I am none other than the son of His Majesty, the Mikado?
Oh! The son of the Mikado! And why is your Highness disguised? And what has your Highness done? And will your Highness promise never to do it again?
Some years ago, I had the misfortune to captivate Katisha, an elderly lady in my father's court. She misconstrued my customary affability into expressions of affection, and claimed me in marriage under my father's law. My father, the Lucius Junius Brutus of his race, ordered me to marry at once or perish ignominiously on the scaffold. That night, I fled his court, and assuming the disguise of a second trombone, joined the band in which you found me, and I had the happiness of seeing you.
If you please, I think your Highness had better not come to now. The laws against flirting are excessively severe.
But we are quite learned, and no one can see us.
So that doesn't make it right. First, it's capital.
It is capital.
And we must obey the law.
Choose take the law.
I wish it would. But it won't.
If it weren't for that, how happy we might be.
Happy indeed.
If it were not for the law, we should now be sitting side by side. Like that.
Instead of being obliged to sit on the pile. Like that.
We should be gazing into each other's eyes. Like that.
Breathing sighs of unutterable love. Like that.
With our arms round each other's waists. Like that.
Yes, if it wasn't for the law.
If it wasn't for the law.
As it is, of course, we couldn't do anything of the kind.
Not for worlds.
Being engaged to Coco, you know.
Being engaged to Coco? Were you not to Coco blind to it? I would say it's every time. Love of let us be united. Let us be each other's own. I would grudge all renunciation. Worldly spheres are not to us, and to my admiration, I would kiss you fondly thus. I would kiss you fondly thus.
What is Simon is to Coco, and please you must forgive me.
Toga, 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 toga. So in spite of all temptation, such a thing Let me make it clear to you, this is what I'll never do. This, this, this is what I'll never do. This, this, this is what I'll never do. I'll never do. This,
I am the bearer of a letter from His Majesty the Mikado.
Mikado? What in the world can you have to say to me? Here it is at last. I knew it would have to come sooner or later. His Majesty the Mikado is struck by the fact that no executions have taken place in Tikipu for a year, and decrees that unless somebody is beheaded within 1 month, the post of high executioner will be abolished, and the city reduced to the rank of a village.
That will involve us all in irretrievable ruin.
Yes. There's no help for it. I shall have to execute somebody at once. The question is, who shall it be?
Well, it seems unkind to say so, but as you're already under sentence of death for flirting, everything seems to point to you.
To me? What are you talking about? I can't execute myself.
Why not?
Why not? Because in the first place, self-decapitation is extremely difficult, not to say dangerously to death. And secondly, it's suicide, and suicide's a capital offence.
That is so, no doubt.
We might reserve that point.
True, it could be argued 6 months hence before a full court, you know.
And besides, I can't see how a man can go on his own head.
A man might try.
Even if you only succeed in cutting it half off, that would be something.
It would be taken as proof of your desire to comply with the imperial will.
No. As official headsman, my reputation is at stake. I cannot embark on a professional operation unless I can see my way through to a successful result.
This professional conscientiousness is highly creditable to you, but it places us in a very awkward position.
My good sir, awkwardness of your position is grace itself compared to that of a man engaged in the act of cutting off his own head.
Well, unless you can obtain a substitute.
Our substitute. Hoorah! I appoint you, Lord High Substitute.
I should be delighted. Such an appointment would realize my fondest dreams, but no. I must set bounds to my insatiable ambition. If I allowed my family pride to be my guide, I'd volunteer to quit this sphere instead of you in a minute or two. But family pride must be denied and set aside and mortified and mortified.
My brain teens with endless for good and new for titty, but if I fit the benefit that I diffuse a downward boost. Now every man to aid his plan should want and plan as best he can.
I heard one day a gentleman say that people who are captain too can hardly feel the fatal skill, and so I slay without my skill. If this is true, it's jolly for you. Your courage true, the bills are due. I am so proud.
My brain teens with endless I fit the benefit that I diffuse a downward boost. Now every man to aid his plan should want and plan as best he can. And so, although I'm ready to go, yet recollect 20's respected, I neglect to thus invent this any direct, so I object.
And so, although I wish to go and greatly pine and brightly shine and take the line of a hero by me free or die, I must decline.
Go and show my friend and foe how much you dare. I'm quite aware it's your affair. Yet I declare I take a share I don't much care.
Must decline. I'm about to terminate an unendurable existence.
I'll terminate your existence. For.
Because you're going to marry the girl I adore.
Not just so, I won't allow it. I'm a humane man, and if you attempt anything of the sort, I shall order your instant arrest. Come, so desist at once. That's summon my guard.
That's absurd. If you attempt to summon an alarm, I instantly perform a happy dispatch with this dagger.
No. Don't do that. This is horrible. Why, you cold. Are you aware that in taking your own life, you're committing a crime? Substitute.
What's the matter?
Oh, you're absolutely resolved to die.
Absolutely.
Nothing will shake your determination.
Nothing.
Threats, treaties, prayers, all useless.
All my mind is made up.
Well, then, if you really mean what you're saying, that nothing will shake your resolution and that you're absolutely resolved to die, don't shoot yourself like you commit suicide. Be beheaded handsomely, perhaps, upon execution.
I don't see how that would benefit me.
No, you don't. You have a month to live. In that time, you live like a fighting cock. At my expense. And then, when the day comes, their grand public ceremony. Death march. Bells tolling. All the girls in tears. Yum distracted. And then, when it's all over, there'll be great rejoicing and a huge display of fireworks in the evening, a massive hook on Tiki Boo Harbour Bridge, and a giant blue cake over King's Cross. I mean, Tiki Boo. Oh, you won't be there to see all that. It'll be there all the same.
Do you really think Yum would be distracted at my death?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. Like she's the most tender-hearted thing alive.
I should be sorry to cause her pain. Perhaps, after all, if I was to withdraw from Japan and travel in Europe for a few years, I might contrive to forget her.
No, I don't think you could forget Yum so easily. Besides, what is more miserable than a light of life?
True.
Life without Yum, why, it seems absurd.
And yet there are a good many people in the world who have to endure it.
Oh, poor devils, yes, you're right, not to be one of their number.
I won't be of their number.
No, fellow.
I'll tell you how we'll manage it. You let me marry you tomorrow, and in a month you may behead me.
No, I draw the line, Sharon.
Very well then, if you can draw the line, so can I.
Don't do that, please, see reason. How can I consent to marry Cameron when you're going to marry myself?
My good fellow shall be a widow in a month, then you can marry her then.
Well, yes, I quite see that, but dear me, my position within the month would be most unpleasant. Most unpleasant.
Not half so unpleasant as mine at the end of it.
Well, I agree. Suppose it's only putting off the marriage for a month. But you won't be prejudice or against me, will you? See, I've educated her to be my wife and to regard me as a good and wise man. And I don't want her opinion on that regard disturbed.
Trust me. She shall never learn the truth from me.
It's a rivulet of heaven.
Tis Yankee Boo.
Hail, Yankee Boo.
I think he'll do.
Yes, yes, he'll do.
He yields his life, but now comes surrender. Now I adore and go with passion tender. But poor Matilda, we have made will. I do not adore myself with passion tender still.
Ah, yes, he loves himself with passion tender still.
Take her. Not you, see? Take her. She's yours.
The friendly man has passed away. One of the night may come too soon. Then let the throng adore at once with laughing song and merry dance. And let the throng adore at once with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shouts and joyous shouts and ringing cheer. They know you let them ring, but ringing joyous shouts and ringing cheer. They know you let them ring, but ringing joyous shouts and ringing cheer. My sieben Zeitler fast too soon. Then let the throng adore at once with laughing song and merry dance. And let the throng adore at once with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shout and joyous shout and ringing cheer. We love you, raise you, love you, raise them, ring us. With joyous shout and ringing cheer. We love you, raise them, ring us. With joyous shout and ringing cheer. We love you, raise them, ring us. With laughing song, merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. As in a month you've got to die, if Coco tells us true. 'Twere empty compliment to cry long life to Yankee Poo. But as 1 month you have to live as fellow citizen, this toast with 3 times 3 will give long life. Long life to you. Long life to you. Long life to you. Till then. May all good fortune prosper you. May you have health, may you have health and riches. May all good fortune prosper you. May you have health and riches. May you succeed in all you do. Long life to you.
Thy heart will find yea, thy place will good, will bright, will rash, will amaze, thy heart give me my place.
If she's thy bride, restore her place, or fool, or blind, or rash, or base.
Take the rules wherewith the church will take the first heroic nurse. That's all as light again.
is lovely and rejoices in her loveliness. I am a child of nature, and take after me mother.
Now, some bridegrooms might be depressed at this sort of thing. A month? Well, what's a month? These divisions of time are purely arbitrary. Who says 24 hours make a day?
There's a popular impression to that effect.
Then we'll efface it. We'll call each second a minute, each minute an hour, each hour a day, and each day a year. At that rate, we've about 30 years of married happiness before us.
And at that rate, this interview has already lasted 4 hours and 3/4.
Yes, how time flies when one is thoroughly enjoying oneself.
That's the way to look at it. Don't let's be downhearted. There's a silver lining to every cloud.
Yes, let's be perfectly happy.
By all means, let's thoroughly enjoy ourselves.
It's absurd to cry.
Quite ridiculous, really. Brightly dawns our wedding day.
Joyous are we give thee greeting, with or without art thou fitting. Fickle moment, pray this day. Fickle moment, pray this day. Go on, don't mind me.
I'm afraid we're distressing you.
No, I must learn to live with them. Only please do it by degrees. Begin by allowing her arm around your waist. Let me get used to that first.
Wouldn't you like to retire? It must pain to see us so affectionate together.
No. I must learn to bear it. Now, oblige me by allowing her head upon your shoulder.
Like that?
Much obliged. Now, kiss her.
Come, bear up. It's only for a month, you know.
No, it's no use deluding oneself with false hopes.
What do you mean?
You never can be mine.
I'm so glad.
I've just ascertained that by the Mikado's law, when a married man is beheaded, his wife is buried alive.
Buried alive?
Buried alive. It's a most unpleasant death.
But where did you get that from?
From Pubar, he's my solicitor.
But you may be mistaken.
Ah, so I thought. So I consulted the Attorney General, the Lord Chief Justice, the Master of Parole, and the Head Mistress. They're all of the same opinion. They're both too much unanimity on what
But wait a minute, this law has never been put into force.
True. You see, flirting is the only crime punishable by decapitation, and married men never flirt.
Oh, I quite forgot that. I suppose I may take it that my dream of married happiness is at an end.
Darling, I don't want to appear selfish, and I still love you with all my heart. I don't think I shall ever love anyone quite so much as you. But when I agreed to marry you, my own, I had no idea, pet, that I was to be buried alive.
Nora, it's the very first I've heard of it.
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
It makes a difference, of course.
You see, buried alive is such a... Well, it's such a stuffy dick.
I call it a beast of a death.
You see my difficulty, don't you?
I do, and I see my own. If I insist on you carrying out your promise, I doom you to a hideous death. And if I release you, you marry Mikado at once.
Here's how we do it. In the family. When the time has come to marry, when the maiden has been married, here's how we do it. Here's how we do it.
Here's pretty mess, in a month or less. I must die without your waiting, let them return to some chilling witness my distress. Here's pretty mess, here's pretty mess.
Here's a state of things, two likely things. Matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit her notion, burial it brings. Here's a state of things, here's a state of things. Passion that's intense and worship and adore, but the laws of common sense and wanting to ignore. If what says is true, she's meant to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things, here's a pretty how we do. Here's a pretty state of things, a pretty state of things. Here's how we do. What if what I say is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty state of things. Here's a pretty how we do.
Thanks, I'm sure you are.
You see, I'm quite helpless.
I quite see that.
I can't conceive anything more distressing than to have one's marriage broken off at the last moment. But you shan't be cheated of a wedding. He can come to mine.
That's awfully kind of you, but that's impossible.
Why so?
Today, I die.
Oh, nonsense. What for?
I can't live without Yum Yum. This afternoon, I perform the Happy Dispatch.
No. You can't do that.
Why not?
Why, Henny Dawn? You're under contract to die on hand for public execution in a month's time. Why? If you commit suicide, what's going to happen to me? What? I'll have to be executed in your place.
It would certainly seem so.
Now then, what is it?
The Mikado is sweet and approaching, and will be here in 10 minutes.
Mikado! He's coming to see whether or not his orders have been carried out. Now look here, you, this is getting serious. I'm not in the mind, and you really mustn't frustrate the ends of justice by committing suicide at the last moment. As a man of honour and a gentleman, you must not inconvenience at the hands of public executioner.
Very well then. Behave me.
What, now?
Certainly, at once.
Topito!
My good sir, I don't feel about prepared to execute a man at a moment's notice. I never before.
Still as Lord I executioner!
Still as long I execute, I'm going to be here in a month's time. I'm not ready yet. I don't know how it's done. I'm going to take lessons. You see, I'm here to begin with a guinea pig. And then move my way right up through the animal kingdom until I come to a second trombone. Why, you don't suppose that as a humane man I would have accepted the post of Lord High Executioner if I hadn't thought of the duties as purely nominal. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Come, my poor fellow, we all have unpleasant duties to discharge at times. Why, what is it? If I don't mind, why should you? Remember, sooner or later, it must be done.
Must it?
What do you mean?
Harold, why should I execute you when making an affidavit that you're already being executed will do just as well? Here are plenty of witnesses. Lord Chief Justice, Lord High Admiral, Commander-in-Chief, Secretary of State for the Home Department, and the Headmistress. Well, there they are, they'll also Edward, won't you?
Am I to understand that all of us, high officers of state, are required to perjure ourselves to ensure your safety?
Well, why not? You'd be grossly insulted.
Will it be cash or credit card?
Bank card? MasterCard? Diners Club? Diners Club Gold Card!
Did I tell you life without Yum?
Oh, yeah, don't bother, Yum Yum. Here, Commissioner. Go and face Yum Yum. Now, take Yum Yum and marry Yum Yum and never come back again.
Oh, here she is. Yum Yum, are you particularly busy?
Not particularly.
You 5 minutes to spare?
Yes?
Good. Then go along with His Grace, the Archbishop of Titipu, and he'll marry you at once.
What if I'm to be very alone?
Oh, not now. Look, just go on with that and he'll explain everything.
One moment, I just...
Oh, not for the world! Here comes the Mikado! No doubt to ascertain whether I've obeyed his decree, and if he finds you here, I'll have the greatest difficulty in persuading me that I've beheaded you. Close thing, that. Here he comes. From every kind of man obedience I expect. I'm the Emperor of Japan,
And I'm his daughter-in-law elect. His son, he's only got one to his daughter-in-law elect.
my morals have been declared particularly correct.
But they're nothing at all compared with those of his daughter-in-law elect. Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
My nature is love and life, my freedom from all defect.
Except his daughter-in-law elect. As tough as a bone with a will of her own is his daughter-in-law elect.
My freedom is love and light, my freedom from all defect.
Is insignificant quite compared with his daughter-in-law elect. Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
A more humane Mikado never did in Japan exist. To know one he second and certainly reckoned a true philanthropist. It is my very humane endeavor to make to some extent each evil liver a running river of harmless merriment. My object all survive, I shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. And making priest or parent, I willingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment. Oh, prosy, dull society sinners who chatter and think and bore, are sent to their sermons from mystical germs who preach from 10 till 4. The amateur tenor whose vocal abilities all desire to shirk, shall during off hours exhibit his powers to man two souls wax work. Lady who dyes a chemical yellow or stains her grey hair hues, or pinches her figure is painted with vigor and permanent walnut juice. The idiot who in railway carriages scribbles on window panes, we only suffer to ride on a bumper in parliamentary trains. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. And then is the plan, I willingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object all sublime, he shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. And make his race a plan, I willingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
The advertising quack who wearies with tales of countless cures, his teeth and enacted shall all be extracted by terrified amateurs. The musical singer attends a series of masses and fusions and ops, by bunting to work with sport, Beethoven and classical Monday pops. The billiard sharp whom anyone catches his dooms extremely hard, is made to dwell in a dungeon cell, on a spot that's always barred. And then he plays extravagant matches in fitness finger stalls on a cloth untrue with a twisted cue and elliptical billiard balls. My object of sublime, I shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. And then it's not bad, I'm ready to represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object of sublime, he shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime. And when he's raised the band, I'm ready to represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
I am honored at being permitted to welcome your majesty. I guess the object of your majesty's visit. Your wishes have been attended to. The execution has taken place.
Oh, you've had an execution, have you?
Yes, the coroner just handed me a certificate.
I am the coroner.
And this is a certificate of his death. At Chittipoo, in the presence of the Lord Chancellor, Lord Chief Justice, Attorney General, Secretary of State for the Home Department, Lord Mayor, and groom of the second floor front.
They were all present, your majesty. I counted them myself.
Very good house. I wish I'd been in time for the performance.
Oh, he was a man of gigantic strength. His struggles were terrific. It was truly a remarkable scene.
Describe it.
The criminal cried as he dropped him down in a state of wild alarm. In a frightful, frantic, fearful frown, I bared my big right arm. I seized him by his little pigtail and on his knees fell he. As he squirmed and struggled and gurgled and gurgled, I drew my stick across me. My stick across me. Oh, never shall I forget the cry on the street that tranquil he. As I gnashed my teeth and from its sheath I drew my stick across me.
He will be down on them as true around the stairs. He always tries to watch and lies, and every time he fails.
Shivered and shook as he gave the sign, the stroke he did. When all of a sudden his eye met mine, it seemed to raise his pride. For he nodded his head and kissed his blood and whistled an early plea. As the senator drew the bleeding through, he said it When a man can think of beautiful means, a cheering sight to see. And oh, what glad that moment silence stood by side of me.
The terrible tale becomes a cell with truth behind the trees. A taste exact for faultless fact announced to one disease.
Now, though you have said that Ned was dead, for its own that dead was he. It stood on his neck with a smile well bred, and bowed 3 times to me. It was none of your impudent offhand nods, but as humble as could be. For it clearly knew the deference due to a man of pedigree. Of pedigree.
All this is very interesting, and I should like to have seen it. But we came about a totally different matter. A year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Oh, indeed. Had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position?
None whatsoever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him. Yet he fled.
I am surprised that he should have fled from one so lovely.
That's not true.
No,
You hold that I am not beautiful because my face is plain.
it is.
But you know nothing. You are still unenlightened. Learn then that it is not in the face alone that beauty is to be sought. My face is unattractive,
It is.
but I have a left shoulder blade that is a miracle of loveliness people come miles to see. My right elbow holds a fascination that few can resist.
Allow me.
It is on view Tuesdays and Fridays on presentation of visiting card. As for my circulation, it is the largest in the world.
And yet, he fled.
And is now masquerading in this town, disguised as a second trombone.
A second trombone.
Yes, would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of
Nanky Poo.
Nanky Poo.
It's quite easy. Actually, it's quite difficult. In point of fact, he's gone abroad. Gone abroad.
Gone abroad? His address.
Hilton House, you'll see.
What's the matter?
See here! His name! Nanky Poo! Beheaded this morning! Oh, where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Dear, this is very tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I desire to associate myself with that expression of regret.
We really had the least notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? Come, my good fellow, don't distress yourself. It was no fault of yours. If a man of exalted rank chooses to disguise himself as a second trombone, he must take the consequences. I'm sure he thoroughly deserved all he got.
We're infinitely obliged, Your Majesty.
Oh, much obliged, Your Majesty.
Very much obliged, Your Majesty.
Obliged? Not a bit. Don't mention it. How could you tell?
No, of course we couldn't tell who the gentleman really was.
It wasn't written on his forehead, you know.
It might have been written on his pocket handkerchief, but Japanese don't have pocket handkerchiefs.
Ha, ha, ha. I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment!
Yes. Something lingering. With boiling oil in it, I fancy. Something of that sort. I think boiling oil occurs in it, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous, but lingering. With either boiling oil or melted lead. Come, don't fret. I'm not a bit angry. course.
I knew nothing about it.
I wasn't there.
That's the pathetic part of it. Unfortunately, the fool of an act says, compassing the death of the heir apparent. There's not a word about a mistake.
No.
Or not knowing.
No.
Or having no notion.
No.
Or not being there.
No.
There should be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't. That's the slovenly way in which these acts are always drawn. However, cheer up. It'll be all right. I'll have it altered next session. Now, let's see about your execution. Will after luncheon suit you? Can you wait until then?
Oh, yes. We can wait till then.
Then we'll make it after luncheon.
I don't want any lunch.
I'm really very sorry for you all, but it's an unjust world, and virtue is triumphant only in theatrical performances. See how the fates their gifts allot, for A is happy, B is not, yet B is worthy, I dare say, of more prosperity than A.
Is be more worthy.
I should say he's worth a great deal more than
A is happy.
Oh, so happy, laughing, ha ha, jumping, ha ha, naked, quapping, ha ha ha, ever joyous, ever gay, happy, undeserving, eh? Ever joyous, ever gay, happy, undeserving,
Fortune which I'm not, B should enjoy A's happy lot, and A should die in misery. That is assuming I am B.
But should A perish,
That should be, of course, assuming I am B. B should be happy,
oh, so happy, laughing, ha ha, jumping, ha ha, naked, quapping, ha ha ha, but condemned to die is he,
wretched meritorious B.
but condemned to die is he,
Wretched meritorious B. Yes, well, I suppose you've got to do with your nodding head and deference to a man of pedigree.
merely corroborative detail intended to give artistic verisimilitude to an otherwise bold and unconvincing narrative.
Corroborative detail indeed. Corroborative fiddlestick.
Oh, we got just as bad with your cock and bull stories about whistling in air and catching an eye. If something's like that, as you always got put in your oar.
Then how about your a big right arm?
Yes, and yours, Lindsay.
Yes, well, never mind that now. We must find making through. We mustn't have started yet. Ah, here he is. Thank you for an I've got some wonderful news for you. You're reprieved.
Oh, but it's too late. I'm a dead man, and I'm off on my honeymoon.
No, I've got some terrible news. It seems that you're the son of the Mikado.
Oh, yes, but that happened some time ago.
Oh, is this a time for airy person life? Your father's here, and Katisha.
My father? And Katisha?
Yes, he wants you particularly.
So does she.
Katisha claims me in marriage, but I can't marry her because I'm married already. Consequently, she'll insist on my execution. And if I'm executed, my wife will have to be buried alive.
See how difficult it don't you?
Yes, I don't know what's to be done.
There's one chance for you. If you can persuade Katisha to marry you, she'll have no further claim on me. And in that case, I could come to life without any fear of being put to death.
Katisha?
I really think it's the only course.
My good girl, you see now? She's something poorly.
Oh, the dirty face. She's a left elbow which brings some miles to see.
I am told her right heel is made by connoisseurs.
My good sir, please repeat my house on some lady's right heel.
It comes to this. While Katisha is single, I prefer to be a disembodied spirit. When Katisha is married, life will be as welcome as the flowers in spring. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, bring promise of merry sunshine. As we merrily dance, we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that it brings, tra-la, of a summer of rose and wine, of a summer of rose and wine. And that's what we mean when we say that that thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, have nothing to do with the case. I've got to take out of my wing, tra-la, I'm most unattractive old thing, tra-la, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing, oh, for the flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, oh, for the flowers spring.
Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Oh, Cash, behold the subject at my feet. Cash, have mercy.
Mercy? Have you mercy on him? See here, you have slain my love. He did not love me, but he would have loved me in time. I am an acquired taste. Only the educated palate can appreciate me. I was educating his palate when he left, and now he's dead, and where shall I find another? It takes years to train a man to love me, and I'm going to go through the weary roll again, and at the same time implore mercy for you, the very one who robbed me of my brain. I'm in my pupil, just as his education was on the point of completion. Oh, where did I find another? And shall I find another?
Oh, Cash, for years I've loved you with a white-hot passion that has been slowly but surely consuming my very vitals. Oh! Ah, shrink not from me. If there is aught of a woman's mercy in your heart, turn not away from a lovesick suppliant, make me lose every fibre with the tiniest touch. True it is that under a poor mask of disgust I've endeavoured to conceal a passion whose inner fires are boiling away at the soul within me. It cannot be smothered, it will not be put out. It declares itself in words that cannot be weighed, cannot be scorned, it should not be too severely criticised. Kadisha, I dare not hope for your love, but I will not live without it. Kadisha,
You, whose hands still reek of the blood of my betrothed, dare to address words of passion to the woman you have so foully wronged?
I do. Accept my love, I perish on the spot.
Go to, for who knows so well as I that no one ever yet died of a broken heart?
You know not what you say. Listen.
On a tree by a river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And I said to him, Dicky bird, why do you sit singing willow, tit, willow, tit, willow? Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. He sobbed and he sighed as he sat on that bough, singing willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And a cold perspiration bespangled his brow, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And a sob and a sigh and a gurgle he gave, and he plunged himself into the billowy wave. And an echo arose from that suicide's grave, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. Now I'm sure just as sure as I'm sure that my aim isn't willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. That was blighted affection that made him exclaim, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. But if you remain callous and obdurate, I shall perish as me, and you will know why. Probably shall not exclaim as I die, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. It really did.
Oh, I can't have a cruel little hand. Yes. Oh, poor little. Yes.
detail. And quite true. I knew the bird intimately.
Did you? He must have been very fond of her.
Yes, his devotion was something extraordinary.
Poor little. And if I refuse you, you'll go and do the same? Oh, no, you mustn't! Oh, I'm a silly little goose!
You are.
Oh, and you won't hate me just because I'm a tiny little witchy.
Oh, Katusha. Is there not even beauty in bloodthirsty? Oh, my, I knew exactly. There is beauty in the bell of the grass. There is grandeur in the ground with the gale. There is ever the pouring in the light, the roaring and the tiger in the lashing of his tail.
Yes, I like to see a tiger in the dark of the night, and his best friend swishing his tail.
Barbarians have a splendid and spring, and those things only terrify the dogs. But to him beside him, there is nothing terrific and no falling love like a thunderbolt.
Yes, in spite of all my meanness, if I have a little weakness, it's a passion for a flying of thunderbolts. If love is something very unlimited, someone will do one day, and you'll totally take to make us There's beauty in extreme old age. You fancy that you're elderly enough. Information on request about a rural interest in your deep ladies' better ways is tough.
Throughout this quite dominion, it's a general opinion that you'll last a bit longer when she's gone.
Are you old enough to marry, do you think? Would you wait until you're 80 in the shade? There's a fascinating fancy in a room that's romantic. Do you think you are sufficiently decayed?
So, no matter that you mention, I have given some attention. And I think I am sufficiently decayed.
Why don't you come over and see me sometime? That is so simple. Someone will go and
Now then, we've had a capital lunch, and we're quite ready. Have all the painful preparations been made?
Your Majesty, always prepared.
Then produce the unfortunate gentleman and his two well-meaning but misguided accomplices.
Mercy! Mercy for Coco! Mercy for Pity Sing! Mercy even for Pooh-Bah.
I beg your pardon. I didn't quite catch that remark.
Mercy, even for Pooh-Bah.
Mercy! My husband that was to have been is dead, and I have just married this miserable creature.
Oh, you've not been long about it.
Oh, we were married before the registrar.
I am the registrar.
I see. But my difficulty is, as you have slain the heir apparent.
The heir apparent is not slain.
Bless my heart, my son.
And your daughter is not elected.
Rita! You have deceived me! No!
Yes, I think you are entitled. I think you are entitled. I should think you are entitled to a little explanation, but he will give it better whole than in pieces.
Your Majesty, it's like this. I had stated that I'd killed Maggie Pooh.
Yes, with most affecting particulars.
Merely corroborative detail? Intended to
Are
give
you
us...
refrain from putting in your oar? Your Majesty, it's really like this. When Your Majesty says, kill a gentleman, well, he's told not to be killed. Because Your Majesty's will is law. When Your Majesty says, let a thing be done, well, it's as good as done. When Your Majesty says, let somebody be killed, well, practically he's killed. And if he is killed, well, why not say so?
I see. Nothing could possibly be more satisfactory.
Oh, he's gone and married Dum-Dum.
Dum-Dum.
You're a good man, you're all in the alley, and you're going back to school.
Dum-Dum.
When the
On the subject of gravy dump.
Dum-Dum.
Your notions of many, I'm up for the penny, the word for your guidance is mum.
Bum-Bum.